just gonna say it. I'm very afraid for World Pride, dude. I really am. Like, the fact that the organizers have had to come out and say, hey, if you're international and you're transgender, don't come here because DC might be welcoming, but the government is not. That's terrifying. Also, a bunch of the gay bars in Washington, D.C. who have just, like, openly come out and said, hey, we don't really know if, like, MPD is going to be able to, like, protect our spaces. That's terrifying. Also, like, it would be so easy for Trump to just, like, use Pride as, like, a show of force, you know, whether or not it's, like, there's some kind of demonstration or something and Trump just decides to surround them with, like, National Guardsmen or whatever. Like, that could totally happen. I don't know, man. Like, also, it only takes, like, one band of, like, Proud Boys or 3%ers or Oath Keepers storming into a gay bar to turn it into a melee, and then, like, you know, Trump uses it as a reason to, like, shut Pride down or something, and, like, you know, I don't know, man. It just, the vibes feel off. Like, I mean, it's so close. It's like a month and a half away, and, like, I'm like terrified about it. I straight up am. I am so worried that there is going to be some kind of big event that's going to happen. Whether or not it's just like a bar gets busted up or a bar gets raided or something like that. Even that alone, right? Like, that would be enough to just kill the vibe. And, like, not that we should be worried about vibes as opposed to people's lives or anything like that, but, like, one goes hand in hand with the other. You know, it's like if the vibe of Pride gets, like, completely ruined because there's just, like, reactionary people all around it, like, it creates tensions. The tensions create the perfect, you know, situation for, like, tensions to boil over, and that's how, like, physical violence happens, man. And, like, it sucks. It sucks so much, man. I don't. Tell me if anybody else feels this way. Like, the fact that World Pride is in DC in 2025, like, it feels like a sick joke. It really does, man.
So, the Supreme Court is taking up bans on conversion therapy. They started with Colorado. And once they start with Colorado, there are going to be lawsuits filed in all these other liberal states that ban conversion therapy. Of course, they've taken their cues from Trump's push against trans youth and all of that shit, and the war against the LGBTQIA community. There are a couple of, I guess a gay couple on here, a lot of followers who were proudly gloating that they voted for Trump. You realize your gay marriage is on the chopping block, and now this. They're going to be able to take your kids from you if your kids are gay or whatever and force them into this shit if the Supreme Court rules the way I think they might rule. This is what you voted for. This is okay.
Did you know that lawmakers in 9 U.S. states are pushing laws that could threaten same-sex marriage? Yeah, this is happening right now in 2025, so let me break it down a bit. The first 5 states are Michigan, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. They are trying to get the Supreme Court to overturn its 2015 ruling in Obergefell versus Hodges, which made same-sex marriage legal nationwide. In fact, Idaho and North Dakota have already passed resolutions in their state legislatures asking the Supreme Court to get rid of it. Why, you may ask? They claim the court misinterpreted the Constitution's idea of liberty, which is legal speak for we don't think same-sex marriage should be a right. Then there are 4 more states, which is Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, to no surprise, that are taking a sneakier approach. Instead of going straight after same-sex marriage, they're pushing for something called covenant marriage. This would create a separate category of marriage only for straight couples with stricter divorce rules. It might seem like a small thing, but it's a way to legally separate straight and LGBTQ+ marriages, setting the stage for more attacks down the road. And if this sounds extreme, that's because it is. These bills aren't just symbolic, they're real active threats to the LGBTQ+ rights. If Supreme Court takes up a case on this, same-sex marriage could be on the chopping block. So let's not ignore this, stay informed, share this, and make noise, because rights aren't guaranteed. They're protected when we fight for them.